Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Crew 2 in Part 89. Alright, let's move on to have the next 3 flashback events after the Pacific on the Hypercar discipline. It's about to go for a pixel background to be located in Bonneville Salt Flats as flashback pyramids will be proceed to go enter for the next level. Now, this is going to get much more brilliant out there to have the main track layout to be located around onto the salt flats. However, quite much more similar than other race courses, and this is going to get much more pixel and the hot temperature as I decided to go automatically switch it to the Citroen C3 Racing with my UTRS Inspirtech livery and outfit with some vanities to go style and ride like an Egyptian. Well, perhaps this is going to get much more excited out there because of the first rerun in Best of Flashback, so I'll have to do it right now, and then this will have to go for the next level to be entered on the 4th stage, so I have to go shape up and just have to go back to the Keys, Florida until proceed in Freaky Night. But that will have to save it later on to have a touring car discipline event is going to have to go for a last batch of the level. So let's do this, and first lap is coming up and come right inside the pyramid. But this music is quite brilliant out there to go right around to have this main course to go on the sand and the main stone platform. But it is brilliant to see this good, excellent background style to be located and based up from Egypt. So I must have to go drive well to go skill on drifting. The vanity tire and the affixes is all I need to have the good rack up the perks and drive it like you're about to go for a skill of the rallycross racer as you're about to embrace it and have this main complex of the session turn to go for the S's. So here is the checkpoint right here. Make that drift and kick up the nitro. We'll go aim at the center entrance at the springs. Okay, let's take it nice and slow, and here it goes for another checkpoint to take one jump, touchdown, and solid flying formation to take a good scenery on the pyramids. Okay, now just have to go overneath, gonna have to hop around and touchdown by the checkpoint. First lap is about to be over soon until coming right back inside the pyramid at the tomb. Lap 2 coming up and smashing up that object, coming in and follow through. Okay, now only one event to be unchecked to be placed bar normal, so I got everything to do in one step practice until the real challenge will have to be set onward. Okay, one speed bump is gonna have to go for another one. Just keep that grip, follow up on the checkpoint. That's 20.8 seconds. That should do fine okay. Well, I kinda like about this good excellent track layout and bring out to have the pixel environment background to be based up around in Bonneville Salt Flats. But however, it will actually to be take place in the Great Sand Dune, but this place is gonna get much more flatter out there to have some design and decoration in terms with some retro racing gaming. Just have to call it old school by the way, and much more realistic as we always have to keep racing well to stay clean to have some 6 stages of the levels as I had to be decided for the next part of the full walkthrough. We'll have to go short activity on 2 events and seasonal holidays. But for first, Christmas was already over from 2025, and this what the bring out to have the Lunar New Year is the Year of the Horse by coming up soon. So here comes the final lap. I must get ready and take the checkpoint to take the right side to go smashing up with some few objects. Okay, let's take a ride like Egyptian style. Come on, let's ace up the turn and go skillful recovery to have that traction to pull it together. Now let's do the S's. But wow, looks like this main spot is giving us a good scenery in the mirage. I like that. Here it comes. Just keep it nice and steady on the main turn hairpin to come around and do one jump. Okay, good stunning, impressive. Just have to keep going in about 5% left to go. Gonna have to ride around to have overneath the springs. Last turn, and ace up to go, handful control concentration to take the goal. Alright, there we go. Looks like level 4 complete, and first place to have a total time in 4 minutes, 16.376 seconds. Impressive, and momentarily to be putting up to have an icon level as I had to get closer onto 4,301 level. So this will have to go continuation on the progress, and the main guard line as you're about to be entered for only one location around in the Bonerville Soul Flats once I had to take a good look onto the main coverage in the map. Now this is very more impressive. Visual and much more quite going jumping around to have a good line around on each course once you're about to take some few obstacles and turns in terms to go for some handling on the S's. So that will be quite very good job to come back again. And let's go back to the Keys, Florida to have the next level to go for penultimate race number 5 in Forgotten Island. As the same course layout since last time for the hypercar discipline to be using in the forward direction in different pixel background environment, but it's going to be take place in the reverse direction to have another themed background, and this will bring out to have a one good modern day rail car to go for the BMW M2 B-Hop edition to be set and raring to go to be suggested to have some max out per level to go upgrade. But they will be having some 7 classic roll cars to be joining session and see how it works up to go for one matter of normal difficulty to have a good environment, and the rain forecast is about to get a little bit much more pouring down on the wet. So I had to go for a next stage, and here are the classic cars will be on the grid start and have one modern day M2 will join the fun. So I totally got this one. So I have a good eyes on the Lancia Stratos to be in the first position until I had to go for a first checkpoint. But whoa, looks like talk about doing tough times on the handling, so I had to be expected and keep up the pressure. So I know what to do, just follow the line and keep a good watchful eye on the lightning storm to be well seen on the coverage. Just like the tropical paradise on Flashback Pacific, but this main level in Forgotten Island is about to get much more creepier and scarier to see some different set of environments. But this part of the scenery, no sign of volcanic lava, but everything is going to be quite spooky to have things are about to go much more cavern. And even yet, this scenery comes in to have that main bridge to comes in as well. So I had to stay on the full grip traction. Have that M2 B-Hop edition is quite good to be fully tuned, modified, and jazzed up to go for one good sweet on the honey. Okay, first lap clear. Just have to keep work up all the way on the second lap. Progression in 38%. Momentarily, so I had to go keep up the boost and stay in the tip-top first position. Okay, very nice. Ace up the drift and keep up the good traction balance handling. So far so good. This will have to be all done soon right now. But not yet until one more race to go before heading back onto Miami racetrack to have the touring car event and Freaky Night. Okay, checkpoint going clear. Let there be light and go jazz up to be racing in the swamp. Well, much more clever to be here onto this most impressive music whenever you're about to be racing in Forgotten Island. Just like the different background music whenever you might have to take on in 6 different levels in flashback challenges to go for a related theme style. but the main Motor Pass season has already been passed over until the rerun season for every live summit event from here until now. So I must have to keep up and just have to keep going out there to have my journey. We'll always have to go for a driving, racing journey continuation. Okay, checkpoint going clear. Have that turn to go 8 sub. But wow, much more impressive that I just get the good glimpse of the feeling onto the drifting style for the M2 Beehive edition. Sweet as apple pie to be well clever indeed. Okay, almost there. Gonna have to go ace up the nitro. But Forgotten Island Vanity, including one retro nitro, has still been... Hold on. Did I just hear a volcanic eruption when I hear to get shaking up? But maybe not. It was a lightning storm. Well, that was a quite close call for comfort once I had to get closer to be doing one final stretch. So in the meantime, it's all done for now, and total time by reaching first place in 3 minutes, 30.282 seconds, and almost there to go up in Icon 4301. Just might have to grab some loot parts on the common and rare, but no sign of epic and legendary, so I had to be well determined, so I had to go moving up and proceed right back into Miami racetrack. Alright, it's already done in Forgotten Island on Street Race Discipline along with Flashback Pacific. 2 course layouts in 2 different environment background themed genre to have 1 hypercar to go forward and Street Race to have the Rain Forgotten Island to be serving in reverse direction. Now, as you may ever notice about different course layouts to have 1 themed genre to go for 1 pixelated background environment, but I kinda like about Pacific to go for hypercar racing only is gonna be the best paradise for the upcoming summer season. Well, I can hardly wait, and this was to go for only 1 more final level to go before heading back to Miami racetrack. Freaky Night is about to go for a next level for the upcoming Halloween season. Better grab your touring car, and this will go race it into the night, as I had to be prepared myself to go for only 1 batch of the touring car discipline to be well labeled to be set on recommendation besides my UDRS Inspotech livery on the Ferrari FXXK. Now I'll have to choose which kind of the touring car vehicle as I decide to go with, but this might have to go by my own decision of choices. But I still have some 69 touring car vehicles available, so I have to choose the right pick or any kinds that good prefer on the stock pro level to be well maxed out to go for a GT racing competition. Maybe this will have to go for my own decision of choice, as I decided to go for the Ferrari 488 GT3 2016 with a Ferrasica Mayday variation, or any kinds of classic muscle cars, or even the Mercedes-Benz C63 Touring Car 2016 is going to be my best choice. Will be well packed up to go per level in 236. So I must have to go for the DTM race car, and join on board session is about to go for racing into spooky of the night. Let the final level in Flashback begins, and 7 opponents are about to go orange style paint job in about 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Time to go track or treat, smell the competition, and eyes on the podium to go reach up in first place. Looks like Scott is about to take the lead in the Ford F-150 Raptor Touring Car Edition, just as to catch up and go for the 454 pickup truck grade competition to stay on track, so I had to go short seconds on slipstream by follow to the S's. But wow, it's gonna get much more spooky out there before Halloween is coming up, so I had to go eyes on in to have a 1 cobweb to smash around to take the checkpoint. Keep up the handling, and looks like the spotter is about to go hanging upside down by doing a jump scare moment. But look at this, viewers. The jack-o'-lanterns has come alive, and they're about to be serving as spectators. Pretty awesome, and quite good to be clever to be going full race and nighttime display. But in that case, whenever you see the train comes around, when you're about to see a good look on the spooky hamburger, it is going to get much more scary out there when you're about to go racing on the course. Let's have the final turn to go on 31% by the checkpoint clear. First lap confirmed, and go in at the second lap to have myself to go placement to stay in the first. Turn 3 comes around and have the checkpoint that comes in for the early times to go for a Halloween treat. Okay, there you go. And there it is. Just where you're about to see it. A floating hamburger just come around, and it's going to get much more creepy out there to see that hamburger to be chasing the train. Almost there. Just have to keep up the racing work and have that chicane that comes in and comes around to go update the gap distance in 6.5 seconds. Okay, checkpoint going clear. But after all, it will bring out to have the genre season of the holiday, but I bet January is about to go for a winter of the right start for this moment of the year. So I had to make up for my lost time and momentarily to be proceed to go to the final lap. So I must have to go and embrace the good spirit of the racing holiday cheer, and gonna have to go spook around and go cruise up to go for a track or treat racing line. Okay, looks like this session is going to be getting a little bit scarier around here, so don't look up because the spotter is about to be more likely to get yourself to go for one attempted contact. But I mean, yeah, jack-o'-lanterns are quite jumping around to see some thrill of excitement. I mean, a floating hamburger, yeah, I'm just getting a little bit more frightened, scared about the floating hamburger really gonna have to chase around the train. And I mean, I just might have to get myself hold together and just have to take that full straightaway inside the tunnel. Okay, almost there. I'll be winning this race in no time and take the final stretch as I have to go reach up the podium to go first place. There we go, and looks like mailbox is full, so I have to make sure to go back to Street Racing headquarters to go sort out and level icon to go reach up in 4,301. That's more like it. Good job to have all events on Flashback, and it's all done for now. Good job for taking all 6 levels in 2-part conclusion in Motorflix Flashback has now come to an end. But hopefully, I'll be able to come back again soon, so this will have to go for a progress on hard and ace difficulty, so I had to go on a review on the live map to have a good coverage on the track layout to go serving up in the reverse direction, just like Miami Racetrack for the same name of the event. Just to be impressive, now Miami Racetrack to go serving up in the main forward direction, and Flashback Freaky Night to go serve in reverse direction. For starters, comparison to have one track layout and 2 different themed backgrounds to have the normal environment and the pixelated background in Flashback Freaky Nights. So it all comes down to this, and then 2 events in the holiday seasonal to go for prefer to have myself to start out to go to the Live Extreme Series Holiday Special take place by around in December and in January before at the end of the Chinese New Year in Year of the Tiger. But looks like Year of the Horse may be expected to be coming by this year, viewers, and I had to go here to have this one to go place as event number 2. Well, looks like it's all done for now, and Flashback is now been set to go fully complete, so I had to be proceed to go continue on forward by wrapping up at the end of the current video in part 90. So I'm all set and ready up to go for the encore to help myself to be participate in the live summit event in the rerun in Best of Flashback. I'll have to make sure to give it all I got. It's all about the skills. We'll have to put myself to go for a real race of the test. So thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DeviantArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more other social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. We'll join in to get access for price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji by my OCs, and many more features to support the channel by becoming a member. It's the best way to help out with the super thanks as an extra will support and grow. And also check it out on my YouTube shorts that brings out with some presentation showcase like UDRS Ins Protect, Toll Drama fan art, and Dispenser Camp fan art liveries whenever you're welcome at any time to have it. And also check it out on my YouTube shorts that brings out with some presentation showcase like UDRS Ins Protect, Toll Drama fan art, and Dispenser Camp fan art liveries along with some various whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again at the next current video. Keep on racing, stay clean.